Truck arms, coilovers, C10s, let's talk about it.
Hi, I'm Damian Braze with QA1, here with Dave Cass and Dave's 72C10. Today we're going to be taking a look at the rear suspension on the truck. Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's my 72C10 development truck for QA1. It has our truck arm rear suspension on it. It's been on there for many years. I've had this thing on all corners of the country, power tour several times. It's road raced, autocrossed, and I want to show you the versatility of the rear suspension.
Dave, what is it that you like about the truck?
Ride height is key with these trucks, right? Get in the stance where you need it. The adjustable coilovers for the stance, you can dial it for whatever you want. If you want to have it 6 inches lower in the back, if you want to have more of a traditional look, plenty of adjustment there. And one of the things that's really important with that is being able to get low but still have shock travel. We're able to do that. We have an adjustable bracket for your big changes in ride height, and then you can fine tune the ride height on the coilovers themselves. So that is super slick. The valving that comes on the shocks, whether you have a single adjustable, double adjustable, or our mod series like you see behind me here, you can tune the truck to do whatever you want.
And that 5-inch shock travel really helps with that and being able to maintain that shock travel.
Absolutely. That was something when we set out on this project. You do see some kits out there where you might only have 3 or 4 inches of shock travel. If you think about it, that's only, from ride height, a couple inches, if that, of travel that you have available to you. So we have a 5-inch travel shock, so longer travel, more stroke, and that just results in a better ride quality, performance, and again, you'd be very pleased with something like that.
So there's quite a bit of adjustability in the shocks, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other components as well.
Oh, absolutely. Let's check it out.
A quick overview on the parts. We've got our truck arms here, shock mounts, panhard bar, frame notch and bracket up top, and then this truck also has a rear sway bar on it.
We talked about the coilovers and what that can do for ride height, but now let's think about what that means for other systems, right? So when you lower these trucks down, it can pull the wheel either forward or aft depending on what type of ride height you're getting.
Sure.
So we have an adjustable truck arm, so you can actually position the wheel in the center of the wheel well again.
So make sure the nice radius on the fender matches the wheel.
Exactly. But then also when you get these trucks down lower, we have possibly one of the most unique things that I've seen on a truck arm, and that is adjustable pinion angle. We've all messed around with shims before, trying to get the pinion angle right, get rid of driveline vibrations, things like that. This has a hex adjuster, and the entire axle is on a pivot box, and all you gotta do is turn that hex adjuster. That sets your pinion angle. So it's super easy.
Just loosen the jam nuts up, turn it, lock them back down once it's set.
Yeah, I think I had mine set in like 5 minutes when I put this in my truck. The panhard bar is important too. I'm running a wider rear tire than most, so making sure that the tire doesn't make contact with the bed, doesn't make contact with the outer fender is something that's important. So full-length panhard bar that is adjustable is important there too. The rest of the system is pretty simple. Installation itself is something I did on my garage floor. You do not need to take the bed of the truck off, which is super awesome. Makes life a lot easier. Probably the biggest thing is getting proficient with removing rivets. We do have some videos on that if you're curious, so check that out. But you do pound out some rivets, you do cut a C-notch, so we have a bracket that goes back in that place, strengthens everything back up. Otherwise, basic hand tools, you're bolting it back together. So I do have a rear mounted tank like a lot of us do on our trucks, and you can see everything packages up really nicely with that. So no need to have to change around your fuel systems if you already gone in that direction. But all in all, installation's easy. The adjustability is super easy to, get dialed in for the first time, and you're cruising.
Well, thanks for showing us around the truck, Dave. Really appreciate that.
Absolutely. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Check out qa1.net/C10 for more information about this system, and make sure you get out there and go drive it.